Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Dillon Talk Sports. My name is Dillon. If you have not seen the news, Baker Mayfield is going to be the new starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I thought with Baker Mayfield being a former Cleveland Browns quarterback, I thought, hey, he used to be one of us. He's a guy that I supported. I still support. I wanted to look into this and just kind of give my opinion on how I think he's going to do in Tampa Bay. Do I think he's going to be successful? Do I think he can make this be a new home? Could he end up going to the playoffs with Tampa Bay Buccaneers? We will see, but we're going to break it all down here in today's video. As always, if you're going to enjoy, drop a like. It's appreciated if you do so. And without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get it straight. What I think about Baker Mayfield in the past is the past. I'm not one of these people that just because he didn't do that good in Cleveland, he's dead to me. No, I still support Baker. I still wish him the best. I still think he's got a lot left in the tank. He has the ability to be a starter in the NFL. His problem was he just never matured. Now, I think within these past 2 years of him going from Carolina to LA and now to Tampa within a span of a year and a half, he's had to realize, I need to mature the fuck up. I need to be a man, and I need to understand that if all these guys around me are going to look at me as a leader, I have to actually be looking like a leader. And he didn't look like a leader in Cleveland. He looked like another one of the boys that he was going to be out there fighting with us rather than being a leader. The way I would describe it is think of it like playing high school sports. You have your boys all around you. You're all out there. You're having fun. You're giggling. You're having a good time. You want your boys to go take a hit. You want your boys to go out there and run over somebody. But at the same time, whenever the game's done, you want somebody that's going to be able to stand in front of the press after a game. If you lose, they're going to stand in front of the press. They're going to say, yeah, it was on me. I got to be better. But when you win, it's, hey, we all did great. We went out there and whooped some ass. When it came to Baker Mayfield, there was times where it just seemed like he had this entitlement with him to where it's like he just felt like he was doing nothing wrong. He was playing his hardest, and he was just supposed to be given all the glory. And he just felt like he was entitled to it, where with other quarterbacks in the league, you'll notice they understand when they're not playing good and they accept it. They understand, hey, I'm playing like shit. I got to get better. And they sometimes understand, hey, I'm just not that good. And they're not going to go out there and say, yeah, I played like shit, but praise me. That's what it felt like Baker was doing. Now that the past is behind us, like I said, Baker has now matured. He's become more of a man when it comes to being a quarterback. Let's look at what he can be in Tampa Bay. His contract for the 2023 season is a one-year contract. I believe it's like $4 or $5 million. I'm looking at it here. It says here the base salary is $2 million. Projected the bonus is going to be about $500,000. Roster bonus $2 million. Guaranteed is about $2 million. It's pretty much a simple deal, just like a one-year contract. Usually though, with a veteran minimum contract, it's like $1 million, $2 million. He was able to bump it up a little bit, I guess, because of the experience and because that team wanted a relatively experienced quarterback since Tom Brady was leaving, and the only other quarterback on the roster was Kyle Trask. Now, when it comes to Tampa Bay's point of view, what exactly were they looking for? Like I said, they were looking for an experienced quarterback with Tom Brady leaving. You're never going to replace the GOAT. That's just, you need to get that one out of the way. They were not looking to replace Tom Brady. That wasn't going to happen. What they were hoping for is, I think in a way, they look at Kyle Trask as he could be the next future for this franchise. But what they wanted is somebody like Baker Mayfield to come in, maybe just keep on teaching Kyle Trask, because what we've seen with Baker Mayfield is, with Cleveland, he went through not one, not two, but 3 different offenses he had to learn, get good at, and perfect within back-to-back years. And do I point out, his first 3 years of his career, he had to learn new systems all the time. But that does kind of hurt on him in a way, but it also does kind of benefit him to show franchises, hey, he can learn a system pretty damn quickly. And then after he left Cleveland, he went to Carolina, learned that system, won the starting job. And then whenever that wasn't working out, they decided to go back to Sam Darnold. He was able to then leave as a free agent, went to LA, and within 2 days, he was already out there on the field. Did he know the system pretty well at that time? No. But throughout the next few weeks, he was able to kind of start learning the system, got a little better at it, and he eventually ended up being the starter for the rest of the season, I believe. Now, why exactly do I think Baker Mayfield can be a starter for this franchise, maybe for most of the season? Because I do think he has the ability. I think the way he plays, especially after that second or that third year in Cleveland, whenever Kevin Stefanski and this current coaching staff came in, they were able to show Baker, what he's good at and help him get better at those things. The problem was with that second year, I think there are some flaws with Baker's games where that's why we moved on from him, went with Deshaun Watson, and now in Baker's sense, now that he has his shoulder fixed, he can get back to those things and get good at them. His main thing is he needs to get into an offense that is well-rounded around what he likes to do. Carolina was not that. They just did not have the offense equipped for what he wanted to do. LA had a little bit of it. They had like the screens, the quick passes, little thing, get the ball out of his hands quickly. That's what Baker, I think, likes to do. And now with Tampa Bay, I think they can get him around to that kind of stuff. They have the quick passes. Their big struggle is that offensive line is not that good. If the offensive line does get better, they can make this team work. Now, what do I mean by that? The running game sucked. When I say sucked, I mean sucked last year. Even Tom Brady openly admitted it many times. They couldn't run the ball for shit. And then even whenever it came to the passing game, when Tom Brady would drop back, he'd be ready. The second he'd go to throw the ball, there's an edge guy taking him out. And I do think what Todd Bowles, the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is thinking is Baker's got the experience. He understands what to expect from a defense, how fast they move. Kyle hasn't really been out there that much. Baker has been out there quite a bit in regular season play and even playoff season or playoff format football. So Baker Mayfield understands the speed of how these edge guys, these D tackles, how fast even linebackers and safeties can move. And I'm thinking Todd Bowles knows going into the season, our offensive line does not work well. We need a guy out there that can at least somewhat move around and recognize rushes a little better. And Kyle Trask, he's not that guy. I don't think he's that guy yet. I think he can be that guy. He showed it in Florida when he played there that he can develop into being a pretty damn good quarterback. It's just going to take some time. Now, to kind of wrap it up, what do I think out of Baker Mayfield for this upcoming season? I see a lot of people saying he's going to be the quarterback to start week 1, obviously. But I think by week 4 or 5 is what they're saying is when he's going to probably end up just crapping his pants. And Kyle Trask is going to be right there saying, is it my turn? Is it my turn? I'm willing to make a bet and say Baker will be able to hold this job down at least till like the midway point of the season. And if they are at least like 4-4 by then, they'll leave him with the job. But if they're like 2-6, 3-5, and just looking god awful on offense, they're gonna make the flip over to Kyle Trask. And the reason why I say that is because this division is so bad. When you look around the teams, Atlanta with that roster, they might only get like 7 or 8 wins. New Orleans, unless this offense is fixed with Derek Carr, if this offense looks the same as last year, they're only gonna get like 8 or 9 wins. If the offense is fixed, it's the Saints division to lose. If Carolina, they're in a rebuild mode right now with Bryce Young, they're going to be just kind of feeling things out. They might only get like 5 or 6 wins. So when you look at all that, Tampa Bay pretty much, they have a shot to go get in the playoffs through just winning their division. So like I said, if Baker can go out here and he can win this division with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they can go win maybe 10 games, go 10-7, win this division, go to the playoffs. He's getting another contract with this team. No doubt about it. But if they go out there and they're like 2-6, 3-5, like I said, through the midway point of the season, and this offense just looks god awful, Baker, you got to pack your bags, bud, and your career's done. Because that is one thing I have heard the national media talk about Baker Mayfield saying, if he cannot cut it here, he can't chop it up and make this team a perfect offense, not even perfect offense, just make them into a winning record, get them somewhat rolling along, scoring points, getting touchdowns, limit your interceptions, don't fumble the ball easily, and play some pretty damn good football here, it's going to be rough finding another starting job anywhere else, Baker. And Baker Mayfield has already came out and said he does not want to be a backup. He wants to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Sorry to tell you this, Baker. If you can't cut it in Tampa Bay, you're going to be a backup quarterback for the rest of your life. Unless you become backup quarterbacks and the starters get hurt, or you're going out there and you actually look better than the other starter, you might have a shot, but you're going to be a perennial backup quarterback, like a bridge quarterback. And there's nothing wrong with that. We've had guys like Josh McCown, Jacoby Brissett was that for Cleveland last year, and now he's doing it in Washington. There's nothing wrong with being a bridge quarterback. Ryan Fitzpatrick, those kind of guys are what help the young players develop. There's nothing wrong with being a bridge quarterback, and you get paid sometimes anywhere from $1 million to $5 million to ride a bench for a whole year and do nothing. But other than that, that's all I got to discuss for today's video. Hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy today's video. Like I said with Baker Mayfield, I wish him nothing but the best. I'm supporting him. I hope he does good. If Tampa Bay plays Cleveland this year, which I don't think they do, but if they did, I'm going to root against you, Baker. I hope you throw many interceptions. But when you're not playing Cleveland, I'm supporting you. I hope you do great. But wrap it up. Hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like, It's always appreciated if you do so. If there's anything you disagree with, anything you want to talk about or discuss, leave a comment down below. More than welcome to talk about it, discuss it. All my former videos, there's been you guys talking, discussing stuff you disagree with heavily on my Sam Howell video. I've been debating back and forth with some of you guys. So if you disagree with anything I say in my videos, or agree, or just want to leave a comment, more than welcome to do so. And if you're enjoying the content that I am posting here, just in general, enjoy watching my videos, want to keep up to date with the videos that I am posting here, subscribe button is down there. It's free. It costs nothing. And hit the notification bell so you're notified the second I am posting. But without further ado, this has been Dillon Talk Sports. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.